welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing some roof repairs. This roof, as you can see, it's got an EPDM roofing on it, and it it's not really done right, so they got some leaks inside the house. You can see this corner right here is just all caulked up and no flashing or anything. Same thing with this side. So we're gonna pull this up and probably put some modified bitumen on it. And we got some other areas on this 750 vent right here that's no longer used. It was for a small fireplace and it's leaking really bad, so we're gonna take that thing up and just plywood over the hole and shingle over that. This wall is leaking pretty bad. As you can see, there's a big dip, and I don't really like how they did this. They just got the siding pushed down on the shingles, and you got some tar on it. I like to have about a 1/4 inch space between the flashing or shingles and the siding. That way the water and everything can flow through it nicely. This paint is in horrible shape also. We're not going to be painting or anything like that, but so yeah, we're not really going to do anything with this higher area. We're just going to be worrying about the bottom area for right now. I might cut it out, I don't know, we'll see once we get into it and see what's going on with that. I also don't really like how they have this kind of flashing just stopped right here to where it can catch everything. So I might add some kind of kick out or something with that. Alright, let's go ahead and start tearing the shingles up. So looks like somebody's already done a bunch of repairs here before. And so yeah, no telling what we're gonna find. All these tore down real well. people might ask, what's the point of cutting this out? And the reason why is because basically water can gets up under here and it soaks up from the bottom and it rots the siding out. Also, the shingles are pushed back in there, so they're hard to pull out, and they sealed all this tar and crap in it. So basically, what's happening now, when the water runs down, it's getting behind this tar and it's holding itself in there, and it's just causing all kinds of problems. The way it should be is above like that, and what they did over here on this other side is kind of what you want here. See, there's a gap there, and none of it's like rotted out. It's all good, so that's how it should be, even though it's not really straight or anything. But so yeah, that's how I like to do it. I'm sure some people will have their own opinions about it, but I fixed numerous roofs that were messed up due to this reason, so I'm gonna keep doing what works for me. Shingles have hundreds of nails in them a piece. There's not one nail in this whole shingle. Wow. I mean, I can't believe it. It's crazy. Some friends that want to hang out with us. Nice little ant or termite nest, and what this has caused is all this debris that got caught back here. Ants love moisture, so and I made them a little home back in here. See all little guys? Ants, all kind of stuff. So It's definitely leaking pretty bad right here. There's a seam on the flashing, and it's literally traveling back to that seam. And yeah, it's a big old hole right there with lots of lovely ants in it. Wow, look at that. They're everywhere. So, yep. So the guys that roofed this added this flashing where it has the pitch change, but they put all these nails right in the center of the flashing. So yeah, I wonder if that's gonna leak or not. See any kind of rusty nails like that? It's a good indication that water is going to be leaking in the house. So yeah, numerous nails right in front of the bun lines and holes on the flashing. Let's get all this ripped up and yep. Of putting this many nails in one piece of shingle, that's pretty overkill. Man, they're everywhere. Yeah. Here are the bees. Some carpenter bees in there. So I really like using the synthetic felt better than this paper tar felt, but that's all I have. I thought I had a roll of the synthetic, but I guess I don't. Got all the felt up under these shingles, under the flash in there. Let's go ahead and get it all nailed off. So, you don't want to put any nail holes in your flashing here, then you could have leaks. Just take your nail at an angle and nail it right here on the corner so the corner of your nail hits it. It actually pulls it in tight to the wall too. Okay, so what I did in this corner here is before they had this flashing going up under these shingles here, and it was causing it to leak and all kinds of stuff. So I got rid of the small piece of flashing that was joined right here, and because there was a spot to leak also. So I took some of this peel and stick modified bitumen and I ran it up under the flashing pretty far, and then over this area and on down, so that way water can't get up under the shingles this way. It also has a sticky back to it, so it's not going to peel up. And the shingle is actually also ran pretty far back. So there's no nails in this flashing. They're actually farther up here. So that way, you know, there's no nails at the end for water to leak. Now, usually you don't have to run any sealant because you have this lip right here, but I think I'm going to just to give it a little bit extra protection on, from leaking. Since we're not replacing this flashing, I would love to replace this flashing, but there's so much siding back here that we would have to take all that off in order to do it, and I just don't think it's necessary for this. They might want to replace the siding later in the future, and at that time, that's when we'll do it. So we're just gonna leave it for now. I would love to replace it. There's some spots that have some staining on it. They're not rusted through or anything like that. I'll go ahead and probably get some spray paint or something and go over it. But for now, this is how we're gonna do it. Okay, so whenever you're running up against the wall, typically the way you want to do it, when you're doing a repair like this, you're gonna butt your shingle up to the wall, and then you're gonna come to where your shingle is right here, and basically take your knife and cut it straight down. You can also, there's another way you can do it. You can flip it upside down and do it like this, and round your end as you go, and then come straight down. It's a little bit harder to cut like that. I'm also in the shade, but the reason why you want to round your corner right here is because whenever the water is running down here, you don't want it to catch the lip and run behind it. You want it to actually kind of flow down like that. So that's how we're going to do it. And usually I put a nail up here, and then here and here for this situation. This one we'll do a little bit different. I'll just cut it here. Round the corner off. Like that. Take a little bit more over here. So I like to leave a little bit of a gap. That way any kind of debris can flow down like it's supposed to. You never want to have, for example, you never want to have your nails in the bun line. Like, for example, you don't want a nail there because then water will leak down here and it will leak to your nail. So you always want them away for at least like 6 inches. I'll put one there. Like that. Piece right here. Just a hair big. Okay, so I got roofed up to the top here, and there's a little bit of a mess going on here. I don't know who did this, but I'm guessing when they tried to repair this area before, looks like they made it worse, because this flashing was cut, and there was a seam here, and basically it was up under the shingles, so it was letting water kind of flow back. I pulled up and they got some more flashing here. So the correct way is anytime you have a cut and a flashing, you want the shingle to go up under this part and this over the shingle. So you want your shingle to slide up under, that way the water flows off the top. You don't want this under your shingle, because then, for example, water can run here and then leak. So that's what I did right here. Now I'm gonna go over this with, since I'm using the modified bitumen on the other side over there, I'm gonna go ahead and use it here also. That way I won't have any seams, and basically it will go up under the shingles and then overlap this. That way, you know, it will have a smooth transition and no seams for water to leak. So yeah, let's get to it, and we'll almost finished up here. Got a lot of cleaning to do, but other than that, it's coming along. Okay, so I got this here, and now I'm just moving this backing, plastic, the adhesive backing. Get all your kind of bubbles or anything out of it. It is going to be nailed when the shingles go on it. So when we nail these down, I gotta actually nail up high, so it, you know, that way it will actually hit this bottom shingle, and then the next one we nail here and it'll hit the bottom one. And then at the end we can nail our last row. I'm just gonna put two in. So the roofing part here is pretty much done. Got all this end should be completely watertight. I gotta put that piece of wood, cut a piece for that. You can see the bees buzzing around. There was a bunch of carpenter bees in there. But yeah, this is pretty much it. The old shingles didn't, I'll tell you what, they didn't run them too straight, so it was making it kind of tough for my shingles to run straight. So I was doing the best I can, but should be alright. So, alright, we'll come back tomorrow and we'll do the rest of the stuff, this vent and the other area over there. So, alright, we'll call it a day for today. So today's the next day, and I'll go ahead and take this 750 vent, turtle vent, whatever you want to call it, box vent, stove vent, all kinds of different names for it. We are going to remove this one here. So you guys can see. Start by loosening up all these shingles here. My shirt gobs of silicone, or this isn't even silicone, this is that clear acrylic crap that goes on white and dries clear. Stuff all around it. By the way, if y'all want a good knife, it's the best roofing knife ever. Had this a long time. Got a brass thing that opens up. Opens up like that. Love this knife. Absolutely love it. up there. Take this and use it as a template. Like a glove. You know what? I am going to put some bracing underneath this. I'll be back. Just a little bit of bracing here to help it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. This helps support the middle of this board here. Like I said, it ain't got to be perfect. It's just kind of supporting these centers here. Still have the edges to support it, so. I know they make plywood clips for this too, which is much more solid. Somebody wanted to walk on it, look at that. That thing would have flexed like crazy without that support, so I'm happy with that. Let's get it cleaned off and felted and start laying some shingles. really like piecing it like this, but alright guys, so you roof over a stove vent. If you want, you can go back, put some sealant on the nails or whatnot, but I don't think it's necessary, so we don't have any in our water bun lines, so I think we'll be just fine. Yeah, that's it. Pretty solid too. Okay guys, we're on the next area of the roof, and this one's probably going to be a pain in the butt to do. Try and get some shots of it. Basically it's got an EPDM roofing that is over, looks like old shingles. So I'm pulling this stuff up and see what we got up under it. I think it's just the old 3-tab shingles on this roof. Be nice to use like some TPO on here, but I think we're just going to use the modified Bitumen. Let's see how that works. The thing about this EPDM is that over time it just shrinks and pulls away from areas on the roof. So this is what it looks like underneath. Wow. Stuff I see just amazes me. So they put the siding here, and it's got some flashing there. But man, they got it just a mess up under here. It's got a bunch of silicone and junk. You can see up under there. So I'm trying to get this stuff pulled loose. They added this later on, which there's another piece of metal flashing under here. It's kind of hard to get. got this flashing taken off, and got these shingles cut back. Let's go ahead and take this siding and flashing off. And, see what it looks like under the side. As you can see, it's pretty rusty. So, of course, we're going to replace all this. That piece. Okay guys, I got this all tore off here. Got a piece of flashing installed. This plywood's actually pretty solid. All this black stuff you see on it is actually the tar from the ice and water shield, but it's not rotted. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna finish getting the flashing all installed and start rolling this modified out. Alright, so I got the first course rolled out here, and I'm going to start peeling back this sticky film here. Wrinkles in it. There's actually a base cap that you can put on here before this, but I don't really think it's going to be necessary. It's going to lap so much that I mean it'll be. So I'm gonna go and just add a little bit of the sealant right on this lip here. Just for extra measure, and also I don't want this sharp edge to cut through this stuff over time. So I'm just going to put a little bit over here. And, just a little bit right here also. Especially once the stuff heats up, we'll not be able to pull it from this middle. So we're coming along here. Get this flashing secured. Now I hate putting any kind of screws or nails through this because I want this to be like a complete surface with no holes in it, but this is what I'm going to do. Coming along here, I put some screws through here. I'm going to pull them back out and put this Sashco sealant underneath them. Also sealed along here under the stuff off camera, just to give it a little bit of extra adhesion and make sure it doesn't ever pull loose from this flashing, and also to keep the water from, you know, going behind it, even though it does have this lip and that lip is sealed. Also sealed up under here, sealed all behind this stuff here, but I'm going to pull these screws back out and seal around the holes because I hate having penetrations through the roof itself, but it's the only way to secure that flashing. So let's get to doing that. Seal around all this stuff in these corners and we'll be done. So for this I'm using the Solar Seal 900 made by MPC. I love this stuff. I've had very good luck with it, especially like building sunrooms and stuff. It's great for stuff like that. Okay guys, let's put a fork in it because this job is done. So yeah, like I said, I went ahead and sealed up under here, got it all sealed behind there. Now I know it looks kind of ugly, it needs to be painted as far as the siding goes. This window needs to be painted, but other than that, it's done. So I got it all sealed up good. It's all adhered really good to you know, the decking. We'll go over here and show you this. Got this area repaired, and that darker spot will eventually go away. They're just new shingles, and they're not an exact match, but up here nobody can see it. If this was on like the front of the house where people could see it, I would match them up exactly, but I wasn't able to get this exact brand of shingles, so but yeah, we got all this done here, and got that board replaced. I did actually go up under this flashing here and seal it and clean it up a bit off camera. I didn't get that on video, so, but it is sealed up pretty good. Got that board replaced there, and that's about it. I am replacing this little corner board here. Somebody had tried to repair it one time before and it rotted out again, so I'm gonna put a new one on. But yeah, that's it, guys. So if you guys like what you see on these videos, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, you know, good or bad. You know, I know up north they probably do their you know, their codes are a little bit different up there, but down here in the south, this will work totally fine. We don't get any snow. So alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.